Welcome back to Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Henry Ford College. And game number 2, the men of Henry Ford against the men of Kirtland College. And Leland Stein, we see you, but we don't see you.
Where's he at?
I thought I saw Leland Stein.
No, he's not.
But anyway, Eric Payton in the house. I'm Jeff Lowe. And Eric, tell us about these two teams.
Well, I think Kirtland, don't let the record deceive you, according to Coach Shepard. They are 1-7, 1-2 in the conference. And Henry Ford is 11-4, ranked number 5 in the nation, and 3-0 in the conference, and coming off a performance that, how do you describe it? Oakland Community College scores 95. That's the good news for them. The bad news is for OCC, Henry Ford College scored 110, drive home safely. That's it. When you think when you think you could figured out Henry Ford like OCC did on Saturday, they turn it on. They turn it up. They go faster. They jump higher. They are something for the conference to beware. And tonight, Kirtland is in trouble. I'm sorry. Their coach, I don't know the guy. I don't know Niall Finney at all. He said, "Let's hoop." Okay, I don't think that's going to be good enough tonight. You got to stop Henry Ford. I mean, flat out, point blank, period. You got to stop Henry Ford from running. You got to stop him from jumping, and that's hard to do here at the Memorial Gymnasium.
Well, hey, all I got to do is mention two names, DeJuan Seal and DeQuarian Cole.
Well, you mentioned those two names, and I'm going to be real honest with you. DeJuan Seal, a kid that went to Ferris. We know his whole story. He's here, second opportunity. He's taking great advantage of it. And then you look at DeQuarian Cole. Oakland was here. Oakland University was here. A good friend of mine, Tony Jones, was in the house. And I said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "You know what I'm here for." He's here to see DeQuarian Cole because he knows that that's a kid that can help their program. He can score. Says he reminds him of Kendrick Nunn, who was just traded today from the L.A. Lakers to the Washington Wizards. So I'm going to tell you right now, those two guys, they're a problem. And so Kirtland's in trouble. That's all I can say. Kirtland is in trouble.
Kirtland is in the dark uniforms, and Henry Ford in the white unis. Henry Ford with a record of 3-0 in league play, 11-4 overall. Kirtland, the Firebirds, are 1-2 in league play and 1-7 overall. Your officials for this evening's contest: you got Mike Cavalich, Kendall Smith, and Thomas Burrell Jr. Starting lineups are being announced.
Well, we got one of those situations, Jeff, where Kirtland is, you don't have a lot of tape on them, but it doesn't matter. They've got to control the first 10 minutes and worry about the last 10 of the half later. Don't lose the end of the half if you're Kirtland. If you're Kirtland, don't allow Henry Ford to run, jump, and score. Close out on the threes. We say this every game. We say that Oakland did a good job. OCC did a good job of this, but it wasn't good enough. 95 points was not good enough on Saturday. Let's see tonight if you catch them on an off night, because Henry Ford, just like Kirtland's going to give them Henry Ford their best, Henry Ford's going to give Kirtland their best.
Henry Ford wins the tip. And right off the tip, the dunk shot by Fortney.
You don't know the name. Yeah, right away.
That one stolen away by number 22, Fortney with the steal. Cole with the shot. It's good. Nice.
Did you see the two kids release? They were already past half court, and Henry Ford gets the rock. And right away, it's 5-zip.
size and athleticism. I think Kirtland is overmatched here. Bates battling for the rebound. That was thrown out of bounds, and Henry Ford will keep the possession.
They got kids from Opelika, Florida, Miami Gardens. They go to the bottom to get some kids, West Palm Beach. Man, oh man! I mean, it's just first year back, welcome back, and this is going to be maybe a rude awakening. It's already 5-zip.
Cole. Bates looking to go strong to the basket, loses the ball. And Cole with a good hard foul. And going to the line is number 20. That's Greg Wilson. And he'll get 2 free throws. Hawks have a size advantage. They seem to have a speed advantage. And Wilson gets in the scorebook and on the scoreboard for the Firebirds. Outside shot, no good. Seal with the rebound. And the putback.
They draw contact. They put it up. They're letting you know early on in every game which way you want to play, what style of play. We can do it all. They're very versatile. Henry Ford is, and they're just a problem to defend. And your best bet is to hit those shots.
Step back 3, no good. Seal comes away with the rebound, up to Cole. Cole will pull. Bates got his hand on it, we thought, but looked like one of the Kirtland ball players knocked it out of bounds. Seal to the basket, up and under, off the glass, no good, not out of bounds. And that was one that went off one of the Schoolcraft, one of the Henry Ford players. Three-pointer is good. Oh, they're going to give him a 2 on that one. Bates for 2. That was Daniels with the last shot. Seal. Cole for 3.
Man, that was too long. Just let him set up, set his feet, square his shoulders, and let it fly.
And a quick timeout by the Firebirds. 10-3 your score.
And the coach is pleading, coach from Kirtland is pleading with his players to get back defensively. I don't know if that helps. I mean, I know I'm making Henry Ford on these broadcasts seem invincible. That's the way they look. That is exactly how they look. You got to come out here to Memorial Gymnasium and see it for yourself. It starts off methodical. Sometimes it starts off, hey, you know the opponent doesn't have a chance. But it starts off methodically, and they give you some hope. And then there's a stretch in the game where they turn the gear up higher and take over.
A team that can actually flip the switch. And that's the Henry Ford Hawks. Right now with a 10-3 lead here in the first half. Long three-pointers, no good. Good jump by Kirtland. They get the rebound. That was Coates in there to pull it down for the Firebirds. Outside three, no good. And Seal pulls it down. Up the floor quickly, Jackson going baseline. Jackson finding Seal. Seal's jumper is good.
Man.
4 points for Seal. I was going to go off of number 20, Greg Wilson.
I mean, he's got these kids from, what's his secret? He's got these kids from the deepest part of Florida and the east coast of Florida to come up north to Grayling, Michigan, no less, to play college basketball. Wow.
Bates from outside.
Coach Niall Finney.
Good look inside by DeQuarian Cole, finding Bates for an easy bucket.
This is what I mean. One field goal in the first 5 minutes so far for Kirtland. Firebirds trying to keep it going here and trying to stay alive. But you can't do it with one shot attempt.
Cole pulling up from way outside again. Jackson for three, no good. Jackson with the rebound. Bates can't finish it off. Bates with a good foul.
You're standing around watching, you can't watch Henry Ford. If you stand around and watch Henry Ford, they're going to do just what they just did. Hit layups, get easy baskets, and you're down 13. Greg Wilson on the three, and that's how you have to answer. You can't watch the game, you got to get involved, score some points.
Fortney. 4 points for Fortney, 18-6.
And usually by now, Coach Shepard has gone to his bench.
Three-point shot is good again.
Wilson heating up. Yeah.
Seal has that one blocked. And Cole returns the favor on the defensive end and gets him a block. Now a host of substitutions for Kirtland. Also, Malachi Blaylock checking in for the Hawks.
Ballack, coach. Ballack.
Ballack, pardon me again. Ballack.
You're going to have his parents looking for us. Well, Jeff, I tell you this. He brings another, there's another energy spark guy, you know. It's 18-9. It could easily flip. Ronnie Hill's in the game, so usually when he comes in, he levels the floor. They run some stuff, but wow.
Mack with the loose ball. Hill with the three-point shot is good.
Now I saw half his family come in. and right on cue he hits the three. But you gotta hit some shots. You cannot miss shots against these guys. I know it sounds trite. I know it sounds pretty routine, but you can't. Because they'll take advantage of it, one way or the other. Sooner or later, it catches up with it.
DaCosta at the line, shooting two. Jason DaCosta. .56 here in the first half. 21-11. Wilson over to Gibbs. Gibbs thought about it. Now he steps inside the three-point line. And Gibbs gets the rebound. They reset it. Ronnie Hill for three. No good. And Hill got the brunt of that foul. He committed to foul, but he felt it the most. I'm sorry, Gibbs got.
Well, Jeff, if he hits these two free throws, Matthew Pittman, I'm sorry, Rick Daniels, if he hits both of them, they're down 8. And that's a good thing. Henry Ford has a tendency sometimes, if there's anything that you can say about him, at times they kind of get bored and they don't hit shots. They turn it over.
You called it out. Looking for that three-point line, and that time they were driving. And a loose ball there. Gibbs from outside, no good. Marcus Gibbs pulling up right there. Not a good shot, and I can see the look on Coach's face. He's wondering about that himself. Cole gets up off the bench. Then he's set to check back in. Three-point shot, no good. Long rebound, Ron Hill. Mack from outside, no good. Seals, no good.
If they're going cold, and this is when you make a move if you're Kirtland.
Offensive foul. Cole is checked in. Along with number 24, Jordan Crane for the Firebirds.
And Jordan Crane, it says he's from Lewiston, Johannesburg, Lewiston. The only Johannesburg I know is from South Africa. If he's from South Africa, man, their recruiting is something else.
Yeah.
Now, nothing fantastic or flashy so far from Henry Ford. And it doesn't look like they're going to get 110 points tonight, but you never know. They're off to a really slow start. And the three is what makes Henry Ford go. And right now they're getting a bunch of twos. And Kirtland is still hanging in.
Got on the turnover, unforced turnover. (21-13) your score. Good pass over to Mack. Back to Gibbs. Gibbs looking inside. Shot clock expires.
That's good half-court defense by Kirtland. The Firebirds did a great job of helping, playing team defense, and confusing Henry Ford a little bit.
Fortney checks back in for the Hawks.
Usually when Ballard gets that ball in the post, he's turning and he's scoring.
Good hands by Hill, and a nice layup. (23-13). Nice up and under move, but coming up empty. Mack in the open floor. Gibbs with the finish.
And I'll say this, that's an underrated portion of Henry Ford's game. They play good team defense. They cherry pick a little bit now. They get a steal, somebody's out running. I mean, we've seen teams over the years, and I'm not trying to compare them to these squads. UNLV, used to get out and run on stuff like that. Some of the other teams, the Flying Illini, Illinois, late 80s. Hey, they get steals, and somebody releases it for an easy layup. This is what, hey, if you try to go inside, 3 guys are going to come help, get a steal, and they're going the other way. You better get back. They should have a big neon sign. Get back when you're playing these guys. I mean, they're quick at it.
And they will run off the rebound. You know that.
All day long.
All day. 25-13 your score here in the first half if you're just joining us. Henry Ford and Kirtland College going at it. 7 on the shot clock. Time running out. They throw it away. Ryan Hill with the steal. And he turns it over. And Jackson collides with the Firebird player. And that foul is going to be on Jackson.
Yeah, and they're looking to run at at all costs. Bad pass on that one. I just thought, you can't wait and go that deep with a pass. And then expect it was just a bad pass, and Jackson wanted a foul call. His teammate let him down on that one.
Oh, yeah. 3-point attempt, no good. Firebirds come away with the rebound. Outside shot again, off the glass. Almost went in.
And see, now nothing's going down.
Fortney with the finish.
Nothing's going down right now for Kirtland. And so Henry Ford's getting out in there running.
(27-13). Good trap in the corner. And a good steal.
That's 2 steals for Ron Hill.
Robinson with the finish.
And they've made up their mind. We're not going to play with you tonight. And 29 points, they're on pace for another 50-point half.
Good look inside. Good block by Mike Robinson. Open floor. Aquarian Cole with the finish.
Man. See how fast it gets away from you? That's Ronnie Hill's 3rd steal.
Cole.
Wow.
And that's the switch you were talking about.
Wow. Wow.
Way off the mark with that 3.
From the logo.
He has the green light. Inside to Hill.
Wow. Ryan Hill, nice move inside, man, and I didn't know he had that in him. All of a sudden, man, this was 21-13. That's a 15-0 run.
Almost another steal by Hill.
They didn't call it for the reach. I mean, this is, at one point they didn't look like they were primed for 50 in this half. Now it looks like at this pace it could be close to 60. Goodness.
Coates and DeCosta now check into the game. And finally, it's Coates with the 2. Alley-oop! Count the bucket.
Wow. I'm just going to say wow for the next 6 minutes.
Back to Hill. Easy layup.
I mean, where's this energy coming from with Hill? I mean, he comes off the bench and you think he's just going to, hey, run our stuff. We're going to run our stuff. He's running all right.
In the corner. Kirtland with the rebound, looking inside. Good block by Robinson. And knocked out of bounds by Bates. 40-15, 5:51 remaining in the first half. Looked like it went off the leg of Coates right there.
I thought it did. But, hey, remember when Coach Finney said, let's hoop? You got to do more than just hoop, man. You're down 25 now. I don't know what you tell them. They've been trying to get back. They've been underneath the basket. They've been trying to get good shots. They've done those things, and they're down 25.
Jackson tried to go off the glass.
Yeah, it was too much showtime there.
And finally, another bucket. That was Rick Daniels with 2. Hill will get into the half-court offense.
This is against the zone now.
Bates, strong arm.
Against the zone, Bates is good enough where he can take one dribble and pull up. Late whistle, but a foul nonetheless.
Foul on Robinson. Substitutions into the game for Henry Ford. Sill will come out. Gibbs now in the game. A little smaller lineup. Stolen away by Jackson. Bates hard to the basket. Tried to go off the glass there.
Wow.
Another steal.
Jackson got another steal.
Yeah. Bates in the corner. Bates has done it from the inside, and he stepped out beyond the three-point line and is doing
Now,
it.
this lineup is smallish, but then you got Ballack, who's scrappy as all get out, and Bates, who is strong. I mean, you can't miss any shots. You got Gibbs on the outside. You got Tyler Mack, who could stroke it. I mean, it's unfair.
Yeah.
It is unfair.
They have all the bases covered when it comes to an all-around offensive and defensive attack. Going baseline pretty hard.
You called an offensive foul here?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
think so.
No.
Or
They
did he step out of bounds? I think that was an offensive foul.
No. Must have went out of bounds. Something. No foul call there.
No foul? Out of bounds?
It just changed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Offensive foul. Blaylock.
I don't know about that. That's all I'm going to say.
Free throw line extension. The 22. A number we don't have. Who's number 22? Question mark.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
We get one of those a game, so we got to start going down checking the entire lineup. Count the bucket. And look at number 11 for Kirtland.
Yeah, he's limping back. We'll give him the bucket, though.
So Henry Ford gets a timeout with 3:01 left in the half. They got 45 points. Can they get to 60? They're going to get to 50. They're going to score 5 more points. There's a few more possessions that they're going to have. But, I mean, all of a sudden, it's 21-13. They were going a 15-0 run. And it's what they do. It's what they do. And you look at Kirtland and in that huddle, and they're breathing heavy.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if some of the guys that's on the bench are saying, I don't want any parts of this. You going in? No, thank you. If you're a competitor, you want to be out there, but it is demoralizing to see some of the things that Henry Ford does to its opponents.
45-21. And you're right. That's a good way of putting it. Demoralizing to see it. Alley-oop to Seals, can't connect. And that one will go out of bounds. Actually, it went off of one of the Kirtland players. So the possession will stay with Henry Ford. And they'll toss it right into Bates right there in front. Seals steps back behind the three-point line. Looking for some room. Gibbs for three.
And now Seal has not been that's an offensive foul there. And they're going to go down here and shoot a one-on-one. But Seal hasn't had a very impressive half. But the others have. Ronnie Hill came out of nowhere with his production in a short period. And that's what gets you. The guys that come in off the bench and give you problems.
Also, Bates, he's put together an impressive half in this ball game.
Yeah, Caleb Bates is a starter for a reason because he can kill you inside and out.
Robinson has checked in for Bates. And at the line is number Greg Wilson. He's been trying to carry this team. Trying to carry the Firebirds. (45-23).
Wow.
Robinson with the turnover. And I think Kirtland knows now to get back on defense very quickly. Gibbs from outside, no good. Robinson gathers in the loose ball. Hill thought about the jumper, brings it back out, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Robinson.
Is 50 this half in jeopardy for Henry Ford, Jeff?
Maybe. It's a minute 51.
They'll get it. They'll get it. They will get it.
Looking to trap. Finally get it over and they throw it away. Firebirds are having some problems with this Hawks full court pressure. Gibbs. Robinson strong to the basket. Had that one blocked. Couldn't see who got their hand on that one.
Hey, Kirtland, man, cut it to 20 after being down there, down near 30 points. And 50 is in jeopardy right now, Jeff.
Robinson with the follow, it's good. Mike Robb, 47-25. No spacing with the offense of the Firebirds. Trouble with the ball. 11 on the shot clock.
Turnover.
In
the half with a 3, so we can have half 100. They've had a lull here the last three and a half minutes. With 3:01 left, they look in very good shape. I think they scored only 2 points. Now, coach wants one shot.
Gibbs from outside for 3. It's good. There's your 50.
Without even trying, these guys at the end of a half have 50.
It's halftime. Your halftime score is 50-25 in favor of the Hawks. Want to take a break?
50-25, Jeff.
50-25?
You know, what can you say, man? I mean, just hoop. That's not going to get it done.
Just hoop for the Hawks.
Just no. Kirtland's coach said, "Listen, hey, just hoop, guys. It's not good enough."
Not good enough. 50-25, your halftime score. Welcome back. All set, starting the second half of play. 50 to 25 is your score as we start the second half. And your thoughts on the first half?
Well,
here?
the good news is, Jeff, if you're Kirtland Community College, Gregory Wilson led all scorers with 13 points, including 2 from 7 shooting from 3. The bad news is Henry Ford College had 8 players that scored in the first half. 8, including 11 from DeQuarian Cole, and I doubt very seriously that he broke a sweat. They held Dewan Seal to 4. That's the good news. The bad news is they got 9 off the bench from Ron Hill with 4 steals. 4. I mean, quick hands, everything. I mean, it's just we sound like a broken record. They just keep doing what they do when they do it. I mean, if they decide to shoot threes, they'll hit them. If they decide to crash the boards, they'll get the board. If they decide to get steals and run, they'll do that too.
And if they decide to hit free throws and knock down free throws, they'll do that.
Oh, Jeff, come on, man. I said it all. Why you had to add that? If I'm the analyst and I'm saying all that, man, just, go with the flow, big fella.
I'm going with the flow, baby.
Come on, man.
These guys, they got the flow going.
I mean, they got 50 this half.
Yeah.
And they look like they could have gotten 60. They got 110 on Saturday. It's up to them as to what they want to do to their opponents.
Seals from outside.
It's like a bad day at Joe Dumars. They're the guys that get there at 10 o'clock. You've been playing for an hour. They come in with their 5, and they run the whole court.
Seal again. Dewan Seal, quiet in the first half, but is making some noise starting off this second half. 58 to 25. All Seals. Fortney got a piece of it. Outside shot is good. Nice jumper right there from the leading scorer, Greg Wilson from Kirtland College.
I'm sitting here and I'm looking, and it was just a 33-point lead by Henry Ford, 58-25. They scored the first 8 points at a half. And, I mean, how are you supposed to have a chance?
Ball hawking D. Outside shot again. That's off the mark. Seals. The alley-oop from Jackson.
Man. 60-27, and it's just it's the methodical beatdown.
Wilson, again, he's been the catalyst for this Firebird team. Bates, turnaround jumper, off the mark. Cole snatches that one down in the open floor. Cole with the spin, and that one's blocked. Jalen Coates went high to get that one. Jordan Crane now checking into the game for the Firebirds. 60-29 your score. Fortney. Bates. And Wilson has been doing mostly all the scoring for Kirtland College. Jackson looking for some room. Fortney had the alley, but the oops.
And it, you know, the thing is, when you're down 31, you're trying to run your offense. This is what happens.
Quarry and Cole.
And a technical foul on the celebration on the Quarry and Cole. But I mean, goodness, man. The guy tried to foul him, call the foul, but they called a tech. Can you have any fun? And look at Coach Shepard. He can't. He can't believe it, and I can't believe it. Why are you calling a technical foul on that play? And I wish we had a replay. He dunks it after nearly getting pushed out of bounds, and they call a technical foul on the guy that hit the dunk shot.
If you're scoring at home, call off the dunk. And he was assessed a technical, so Cole will check out of the game with Bates. And at the line is Wilson. Wow. You're absolutely right on that one, because I'm baffled on that one also. (64-33) your score. Wilson from outside, no good. Hill with the jumper. That one's short of the mark. Nice block by Seal. Fortney with the block. That one's saved, and Wilson goes up to the grandstand.
8 rows.
Yeah. Gets back in the offense. Kicks it out to the corner, no good.
That's some energy he's going to need later on.
Yeah.
Gregory Wilson, their leading scorer. And see, this is the thing you have to safeguard against. You are a high-flying team. Somebody's not going to like it. They're going to low-bridge you. They're going to undercut you. There's going to be some fouls. You're not going to like it.
Temperatures going to get hot.
Yeah, you just got to be careful. Now, that was a quick 6 minutes, 50-25 at the half. They outscored them so far 14-8 and extended the lead to, 14-8. Let me do some mental math here. And, yes, that's it, 14-8 plus 6.
Yeah.
They're up 31. It's simple math for Henry Ford. It's complex math when you're the opponent, because you don't know what the hell to do. What do you do?
Well, a good timeout by coach, especially there with his players, just to calm everything down.
Yeah, that's right. But they'll come right back at you. That's the thing. They don't slow down. They don't pump the brakes. They just go harder. And no matter what 5 Coach Shepard puts in, He's put all his chips in the middle of the table.
Mm-hmm.
This is a national championship caliber team. He played a tough schedule, and here they are.
Well, they're ranked number
3.
Number 3.
No, number 5. I'm sorry.
Number 5.
Number 5
okay,
in the
number
country.
5. And this is in the country. So I encourage you to come out and see them live. Because they definitely do some high flying. I'm enjoying it. I know Eric is enjoying it.
Oh, my goodness. You can't move at that pace and try to beat this team.
Losing the ball out of bounds is Ricardo Colvin. Henry Ford will retain possession. Sebastian Gatlin checking back in. Good ball movement. Gibbs for 3. It's good. .1308. It's going to force the jump ball, and Henry Ford will keep possession. Now Mike Robinson checking in. He'll check in. Let's see who's going to come out. Okay. He'll check in for Curtis Jackson. Let's see how the small lineup will go. Over to Copeland, skip pass, over to Hill. Hill for 3, no good. Robinson looked like he got held. Good job physically by Mike Robinson.
And Robinson has been a kid who's come on as of late, gets his minutes playing underneath, getting easy basket, stick backs, all those sort of things. And another good athlete. They just seem to all fit into their roles.
Colvin.
Ricardo Colvin. I mean, there's a young man who I want to say he was here a couple of years ago. And I think Rico was with them the COVID year, and is back here has some injury problems in his back. And as we're describing that, Robinson gets a steal and a dunk. I mean, we can't keep up. We cannot keep up.
73-33. 100 looks.
Don't start. I'm just gonna let it all play out.
Yeah.
I mean, but up 40, now it's 38. But at the half, that's a plus 13 from the half. If you're Kirtland, that's a long bus ride home. You might as well get the bus warmed up right now.
9 seconds on the shot clock. Outside shot, no good. By Gibbs. Uh-oh, nice steal. Nice layup by Ron Hill. The little man getting in the act. His first points of the second half. Malachi Balak. Now in the game. Short jumper, no good. Gibbs comes away with the rebound. Gibbs from outside.
How you want it? You want it from deep? You want it inside? What is it that you want? I mean, they scheduled this game, according to Coach Shepard, so that DeJuan Seal, they didn't know if they were going to have him as soon as they did. They wanted this game so as another showcase for him to show his talents. He hasn't had the best game,
No.
but Kirtland hasn't either. I mean, this is just – just hope that they don't have an off night in the tournament, because that's where they're headed.
Wilson hard off the backboard.
We're in late January, and I'm talking about the March Madness for them.
It's coming. Gibbs from outside, no good. Wilson got away with a little travel there. That one's tipped. In the open floor. A little too much traffic. 78-35, 9-14. And there's a lid on the basket for the Firebirds. Robinson from the corner. It's good.
I mean, they're at 81 to be exact. They're up 45, 46. I mean, they could, what's the chance they get to 110? That's 29 points away, and they've got some nice time left.
And the second unit's on the floor.
Now, if he'd have hit that on the floor, Gibbs, interchangeable parts. Every young man that they put in these games, I'm talking about Henry Ford, Coach Shepard and Coach Payne, they put in different guys. Every young man seems to be equal in everything they can do. And I never mentioned Kirk Bradley, who's in his third season on this staff as well. Coach Bradley and Coach Payne do a great job recruiting and helping his team, and helping Coach Shepard. There's Ballack. I mean, he's a scrapper. I think this, if you can get them in a half-court game somewhere in the 70s, I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, wow, you get them in a half-court game, they can play that too. They're scrappy. Now it's 50. It was 30, 40, now 50-point lead. 50-point lead, 50-point deficit for Kirtland. And how far is Grayling from here? Let me look it up on my MapQuest.
It's about 100 miles.
Oh, it's more than 100. Let me look at Grayling right now and check and see how far that is.
It's above Saginaw. Then,
that's 178 miles.
178, okay.
And that's nearly 3 hours. So that 3 hours is going to seem like 6.
Robinson with the steal.
Windmill. I'm glad this is a live stream so you can see what's going on. You can see it. Oh, Ballack wants some. I mean, it could get to 60. Do I hear 60? It's a 53-point lead. Showtime. And Coach Shepard is telling them, hey, let's play. Still stay with the fundamentals. Hands up, straight up. Go straight up. You need to lean your body in and commit a foul. This is a quick half because Henry Ford is running up and down the floor.
Jalen Coates at the line for the Firebirds. Misses the first.
Then you get so shook when you're playing them. it takes you totally off of what your game plan is. They were trying to run their offense, and it's so poor. I mean, you don't want to say poor guys, but come on, man. You're running this slow, methodical motion offense compared to the pace that the Hawks play at. It's not fair.
Fortney has checked in the game. Lele strong on the boards.
I mean, Ballack, big time there. I mean, he's going up against 3 guys, has the ball. I mean, that's a will. That's a desire.
Yeah, going up strong. That's going to be needed later on in the season. Good strong pick. Robinson inside to Fortney. Fortney, good move. Nice move by Fortney. Robinson keeping it alive. Back out to Gibbs. Gibbs pulls from 3. Fortney, windmill.
Wow, dunk contest. That's 90. And if you're Kirtland, you have to stay focused. This is our first year back. I mean, we want to get some more recruits in here, get better, so maybe one day we're having this kind of game.
Coven getting set to check in. Approaching 5 minutes in this one. Wilson has been the only bright spot for Kirtland. (93-38). Robinson from outside, no good. Fortney with the rebound. Fortney going up strong and getting the bucket. No answers.
Hey, right now that's a 57-point lead, Jeff, for those scoring at home.
Yeah. Makes for a long ride home. You said 178? Might feel like 278. On the shot clock. Wilson, good block that time by Baylor.
And Coach Shepard is still trying to coach. I mean, still trying to tell these guys, hey, guys, we got to stay focused. It's hard to say that, though. When you're up 57, you got over 4 minutes left to play. And the competition, let's face it, it's not the best that you're going to face all year.
Robinson, again.
This is the Saint, this is the Rec League, this is the Y, this is the Boys and Girls Club. Man, all wrapped into one. And everybody's kind of playing a little D, looking for the next swipe. And they're active hands. I mean, they're getting in the passing lane. Cole hasn't been in how long? Seal hasn't been in how long?
Well, hey,
it's
that type of game.
Yeah, of course, Jeff.
You know that.
Of course.
We don't want
I'm just making the point that
yeah.
they've been out of the game because the game's been over.
Right. It's been over. It's been done. This is a game for the second unit.
Yep. Fortner is the only starter on the floor right now for Henry Ford. Now let's see. I mean, they are 13 points away from what they did on Saturday and 23 points away from 120. They're not going to get 120. But, I mean, it's just you never can tell. I mean, right now you just want to slow it up and get out of here healthy. But, Jeff, what we're witnessing is just, I mean, it's something else.
There's Hill from outside. One of the best teams that we've seen in a long time in junior college.
Well, Schoolcraft has had a run in this conference, stemming back to Carlos Briggs. It goes back to the days when I was in college where he gave us like 40 or 50. But they've had great players for a long time, and for a long time they were the school that represented this conference in the national tournament. They bust the clock here, so there's a celebration. And that's a 64-point lead we're dealing with right now. But, you know, we are witnessing something special.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got guys that are anticipated to go on to the next level with different schools. And this game, in case you're wondering, started at 7:30. Started at 7:30, and this is going to be an hour and 20 minutes.
Hill from outside. Everything's going in. (105-38).
I mean, if you're Coach Shepard, what do you tell these guys? I mean, really, what do you say? Ease up?
No.
They don't know how to do that.
Colvin trying to go strong to the basket, and it's called for the offensive foul.
He called an offensive foul on Colvin there.
That one's blocked by Baylock. Up quickly to Robinson, just a little too high. Under a minute.
The 360 dunk, I mean, that's a little bit too much. I mean, you know, the handshake lines get interesting when you do stuff like that. But
right.
You know, hey, they're out here. I'm of the belief that if you're out here, you're playing, there's only one way to do things. That's to stop the other guy. I don't believe in this running up the score thing. If you're out there, score as many as you can. It's just me. I don't believe in all this, that talk about, hey, class and winning and all this other. Hey, if a team is out there, it's the opponent's job to play defense and stop them from scoring.
And Kirtland has waved the headband. It's over.
And then they put, if I'm number 4, Marco Broom Hernandez, they check him in with 10 seconds left. Wow. All right.
Final score, 105-38. Your final thoughts on this one?
Well, I mean, 38 points. They scored 13 in the second half. Let's not forget that. 13 points in the second half by Kirtland. And now, you know, another 100-point performance. So now we're going to be looking for this on Saturday. And, of course, you know, they don't play again until Schoolcraft. So that'll be an interesting contest. E.J. Harrelson and his group will be coming in. So
yeah.
should be interesting.
Yes, it should. Once again, your final score, 105-38. For Eric Pate, I'm Jeff Lowe, and this has been Henry Ford Basketball on the Henry Ford Streaming Network. And I want to bid you a farewell. And remember, Henry Ford College, future driven. So long, folks.